What's up YouTube, Verdugo29 back with you again, and I've got a ton of videos I need to upload today. They've been sitting, waiting to be uploaded. I've got like 15 to 20 videos, my lord. I need to get them uploaded, and also something that I'm planning to do in the future is getting a really good team and then taking it through the Battle Maison maybe, and doing some stuff like that. But in the meantime, I'm just sticking with my Pokemon battles. So today we've got one against Akram. So he's rocking a pretty scary team. He's got the classic Skarm Bliss defensive combo, but he's also thrown a Ferrothorn in there. And then physically offensive Pokemon, he's got that Mega Pinsir, Scarf Chomp, and a Belly Drum Azumarill. So it's very kind of super defensive core, but also very hyper offensive core. So I think it's a really cool idea having like 3 really defensive Pokemon and 3 physically offensive Pokemon. I don't really have that. I have more of a balanced team. I've got my Stealth Rocks leading Landorus, my Assault Vest Donphan, my Choice Scarf Magnezone. I don't think people understand how good Choice Scarf Magnezone actually is. With Magnet Pull, you basically easily kill Skarmory and Ferrothorn. And it just comes in, and it's so much quicker than people give it credit. You give it a Timid Nature, and it's faster than, I think, base 130s, which means it's going to outspeed most things. Like, if you go up against like a Jolteon, which it can't do nothing to a Magnezone, or a Ninjask, a Magnezone basically outspeeds everything that doesn't have a Choice Scarf. So that's pretty awesome. I got my Heal Bell Wishing defensive, Vaporeon, Weakness Policy Dragonite, and Mega Special Attacking Venusaur. So let's get into the battle, because I've been prattling on for a bit too long. So I'm obviously going to go and leave my Landorus Therian, because, you know, if he brings out one of those physical threats, boom, I get a nice drop anyway. So he's going to start with Skarmory, which isn't really great for me, leaving with Landorus. I mean, actually, we could just go Null and Void with both of us setting up rocks, but I realize he might want to set up rocks seeing the initiative, so this is my chance to get a kill almost straight away. So I'm going to go straight out into Magnezone. And now he's foolish enough to go for Spikes, so he's locked in, bitch. And so Magnezone has got this Skarmory in its clutches, and now Skarmory can't escape. So I was hoping to go for Paralysis. I really want to go for Volt Switch, just in case, you know, then he could switch next turn. So he's going to get up 2 layers of Spikes, which really, if you look at my team, isn't a big deal. This team doesn't really care about rocks or spikes, and I do have the Rapid Spin on Donphan to get rid of them whenever I want. So I'm not too fussed, and so I'm easily going to be able to kill this Skarmory, and so that's one problem gone. And he's going to send out his Garchomp now, and I was like, oh, okay, I can't stay in, because Magnezone, being Scarfed, can use T-Bolt. So let's get out and go back to Landorus, because I know then I'm going to be able to weaken this Garchomp and make his life a living hell. And so Garchomp can't do shit to me. He's going to go for an Earthquake anyway, which was a good choice against my Magnezone. Now he's going to withdraw the Garchomp. I predict this. I wanted to go for the Hidden Power Ice, but I decided to play it safe, and I decided instead to get some rocks up. Because now I know this is coming out, and I'm predicting it maybe to go for Leech Seed or T-Wave. It wouldn't go for T-Wave, obviously, because I'm a Landorus Therian. But knowing that I would match up well against it, I'm going to go straight back into my Magnezone, and I don't care if he Leech Seeds me. I really don't. And he's going to go for a Toxic. And this Ferrothorn is locked in. So I can get off my Hidden Power Fires on it. And it's not doing too much. So obviously this is a specially defensive Ferrothorn. Because Hidden Power Fire is 4 times effective. And even if it has the base power of 60, it's still doing a fair bit. So I should be able to kill it on my next Hidden Power Fire. But no, it turns out he has Protect. I don't know why he runs Protect on Ferrothorn, but he does. So it doesn't really matter though, because the inevitable is going to happen, since he doesn't have lefties, that my Magnezone is going to kill him next turn with the Hidden Power Fire, and there is nothing you can do about it. His only chance is going for the double Protect, which doesn't pay off for him. That only works for me, bro, come on. And I'm going to be able to finish him off with another Hidden Power Fire. So that's 2 Pokemon out of the way without really any loss. The only thing that's really happened is that Magnezone's lost a bit of health. He's going to go back out into Garchomp, and I was really tempted just to go straight back into Landorus, because, I mean, what can Garchomp do to Landorus? The best move he can use is Stone Edge, but that's still not going to do anything. So I'm going to go back into Landorus, and now that I've got rocks up, and now that he doesn't have an easy switch in, I figure he's going to stay in with the Garchomp anyway on his next turn. Maybe try and get a burn with Fire Fang again. And so I see this as my opportunity to take advantage and go for a Hidden Power Ice. I figure, you know, if I'm going to take out this Garchomp, this is the way to do it. And so he does stay in and he goes for a Dragon Rush. And I was like, okay. I wasn't exactly thrilled that he was going for Dragon Rushes, especially since he flinched me. And also, Garchomp should really not be using Dragon Rush because it has quite bad accuracy. I think it's like 75%. Anyway, he's going to go for a Crunch this time, and I'm like, yes, this is fine. I'm eating this up because I'm a Landorus and I intimidated you. And now, even with the defense drop, I'm going to come right back with a Hidden Power Ice. Hidden Power coming through in this battle, and bam, it is not going to kill the Garchomp because, again, it's 60 base power on something that doesn't have much special attack. So I don't want to keep Landorus in knowing that it has lower defense now. So I'm going to try and switch into something that can take a Crunch or a Dragon Rush, which is going to be my Donphan. Not only will it be able to live whatever hit comes from Garchomp, but then I can just Ice Shard next turn to get rid of it. So it's not too much of a problem for me. So he's going to go for the Dragon Rush, and Donphan is Assault Vested, but I still have him with a fair bit of defense. Look at that, he's just eating that up. Eating it up, and get out with the Ice Shard. So there goes Garchomp, which is lovely for me, because now Donphan is free to just do whatever it wants. Now, I predicted the Azumarill to go for a Belly Drum, so I knew I was going to have to sack my Donphan, because I had no other reliable switch in on this Belly Drum play, except for my Venusaur, and I really wanted to get rid of these spikes. So I decided to sack my Donphan just to get rid of some spikes, because I know he's going to age at me next turn. And if I hadn't taken that much damage from the initial Dragon Rush, then I probably would have been able to just use Sturdy, come back with an Earthquake, and it all would have been great. But yeah, for some reason he has lefties instead of Citrus Berry, which is stupid, but whatever, that's his prerogative. So he's now going to go for the Ajet, and I'm going to die, because I'm a Donphan. Anyway, from here I can basically just send out possibly one of the best counters to Azumarill in the game, which is Venusaur, because it resists all three of the main moves that I want to use. So he is going to switch out, which I don't blame him for doing. And he's going to go out to Nurse Joy. Classic name, obviously, for that Blissey. I'm going to Mega Evolve still. And, oh, by the way, have you noticed how it's changed from Sam to Verdugo29? Yeah, because I'm on Pokemon X now. Get on it. Anyway, I'm going to go for a Giga Drain, which is going to do absolutely nothing. So now I'm going to go for a Leech Seed, because hello, this thing has the highest HP stat in the game. Why would I not want to just suck health from it all the time? So he's going to T-Wave me, and like, Venusaur doesn't care. I have a Vaporeon whenever I need it to get rid of that shit. So Venusaur does not even care. So now what I'm going to do is return my Venusaur, and going to go into Landorus, because I know that if he wants to go for another T-Wave or some shit like that, that I can just come right back with an Earthquake. He's going to go for Soft Boiled, which I guess is an okay move, but I'm guessing this is a Blissey that has like max HP and max special defense, so that's probably the worst thing. I am going to be running when I get my chance to like a Bold Nature, because you want to get decent coverage, and because it's got Eviolite, the rest of the shit's getting increased anyway, which wouldn't be with the Blissey. So I'm going to go straight for the EQ now, because I know this is going to just absolutely wreck this Blissey, and look at that. The crit, I don't know if the crit mattered or not, but it's basically an Oko. I don't know. I don't know how defensive his Blissey really was. It was able to eat up the Giga Drain, so I don't know. Hard to tell, but anyway, now out comes Azumarill again. And I know that I can live an Aqua Jet from an Azumarill with my Landorus straight away. So that's not even a problem for me. So he's going to go straight for the Aqua Jet. I'm living this easily, because I'm a Landorus. Even with the crit, easy live. Now I'm going to Earthquake, and just wreck that Azumarill's life. And so now I'm pretty sure he's only got, I think, one Pokemon left from memory. And basically now I'm just figuring out, well, how am I going to deal with it? And it's a Pinsir. And I figured, okay, well, the best way to deal with this Pinsir is to switch out and then bring Landorus back in when its stats are decreased a bit. So I decided to go to Magnezone, because I predict this Pinsir to go for a Swords Dance, which is perfect for me, because I'm Choice Scarfed. So this Pinsir ain't living next turn, because even with the Quick Attack, Magnezone is tank enough because it does a 4 times resist to the quick attack. I can easily live that and then come right back with a Thunderbolt. And I'm going to be quicker, so that's going to be an easy kill, and Magnezone is just too strong. So it could have been a 6-0 if I wanted it to be. I could have switched Donphan out to Venusaur when, the belly jump shit happened, but I decided not to. Anyway, good battle, Akram. It was basically 6-0, but I'll take the 5-0 anyway. Like, subscribe, comment, guys. Love hearing your thoughts. I'm going to be hopefully open up like a Twitch account or something soon. That'll be really handy. If you're hearing some crunching sounds in the background, my dog just found an old drink bottle, so I'm going to have to take that from her in a second. But anyway, Verdugo29 signing out.